You know, we're gonna keep on with the palate here. Have you ever heard of Cornish pasty? To be honest, I hadn't heard of it either, and I won't tell you too much. I'm going to leave that up to our photojournalist, Tori Garcia. But what I can tell you is the pasty, it's been around since the 1800s, and the valet is lining up to take a bite out of this Cornish tradition.
From across the pond.
The pasty, it dates back to, I think, the 1800s. Originally, it was eaten by the tin miners in Cornwall, England.
Folded with hearty ingredients for a hard day's work.
The wives used to bake them for them. They used to take them down into the mines and heat them up on the end of their shovels.
Times change, but quality is still passed on from generation to generation.
I'm from Cornwall, and it's kind of like our pride, the pride of Cornwall, I guess. So I grew up on pasties. I used to go over to my grandmother's house every Friday, and she used to bake them, and then my mother would bake them on like Tuesday, I think, and then I'd have them every day at school pretty much.
The pasty has been compared to the Hot Pocket. Laughably, trust me, no comparison in taste or ingredients.
Which, you know, we don't really appreciate that too much. You know, it's got a lot more history than the Hot Pocket, and a lot better in quality.
The Cornish Pasty Company has been folding these baked traditions for over 8 years, and business keeps rising. A menu with 40-plus pasties, from the original to more modern tastes. You will find something to sink your teeth into.
So the first up is the oggy, which is a traditional. It's got steak, potatoes, onions, rutabaga, and it's simply seasoned with salt and pepper, and let the vegetables and the meat kind of do their juicing and do their talking. And then we have a nice vegetarian selection. The one that we're showing today is the red veggie rosemary, which has got fake chicken, which actually a lot of the vegetarians are a little bit like, is this a real thing? We do have other vegetarian ones that have just vegetables, but we have like 10 different ones in total. So the veggie rosemary's got roasted potatoes, the fake chicken, roasted red peppers, rosemary, and some brie. And then we have a royale with cheese, which is the burger pasty. It's got the burger patty, the fries, cheese, bacon, and mushrooms and onions. And then we have the pilgrim, which is our take on the Thanksgiving. It's got the sweet potatoes, the turkey, the stuffing, and then the cranberry sauce and the red wine gravy on the side. We have a few salads, you know, so if people aren't feeling like the pasties, which can tend to be a little heavy some days, so we have a nice selection of salads. The tikka salad is marinated in Indian spices and yogurt. And then we have, for dessert, is our chocolate bread and butter pudding. It's got a hint of brandy in there. Definitely, you have to be a chocolate fan, very chocolatey. It's not, you know, not for the faint-hearted.
I know you're craving one right now, or you may be a little curious.
Everybody really enjoyed them. It was really nice to, you know, obviously see people enjoying something from my home.
What goes better with a Cornish pasty than a beer? Even better, a pint beer.
We have a nice selection of beers. We try to stick to German, European beers, and then the microbreweries throughout the States do a really nice job, so we've got a lot of their beers as well.
The tradition of the Cornish pasty is not only symbolized in the hearty ingredients that fills the bellies of the locals, it is also expressed on every wall.
We don't want to be too much of like a theme pub or anything like that, but we do have pictures of the miners on the walls just to kind of put the history out there to show people where they came from, and, you know, this is basically how old it dates back.
So sit back, relax, and taste the hearty tradition of the Cornish pasty. From its beginnings to the desert, it's all about one thing.
It's all about the pasty at the end of the day.
Ah, that looks so delicious. Say it with me, Cornish pasty. We had so much fun with that word. We have a lot more information on SonoranLiving.com. Pasty.
Pasty.
And it looks delicious, and people are just all about the pasty.
You know what? I've never heard of it before.
We hadn't either, so we learned something.
Well, I guess we have to take a little visit and go do a little recon.
Yes,
What do you think? What do you think?
Since the 1800s, it's been around, so I think we need to jump on that bandwagon and get us some pasty.
Somebody's doing something right. I don't know.
Exactly.
All right.